Now a Carolina native, former Tar Heel, it's Javonte Williams.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. He rifles one that's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
From midfield, here's Lance. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Up the middle, it's Williams.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Javonte Williams
With career touchdown number 70. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
A short kick taken at the 18. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels. In tandem, the back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here we go, set.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Come on, set. Black ultra.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
38, yellow, blue, plastic, 6.
Lance looking to throw it.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Hey, more field.
On the counter, here's Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it. This one swung out to Williams.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
To throw, it's Lance.
Toward the pylon, caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Falcons 6, Panthers 0.
Second and goal from the 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Williams is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton
From 4 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And taken at the 46. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Facing this big first-half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it here. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Blue. Hey,
Lance now to throw.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
After the sack on 1st down, Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Lance.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here we go, set. Yellow, go. Black shot. 52 blasted.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
He's going to let it go again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game.
Coup now for the point after.
So he missed his first two, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
19, Panthers nothing. Young Wei Koo, the kickoff for Atlanta.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for. No gimme in these conditions, but he's able to look this one in. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, Williams.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
They stick to the ground ground game on first down. It's Williams.
Yeah, good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Again, it's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Here's Jones throwing on first down.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go. Fight.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
In motion comes the tight end left. They get this out quickly to the left side.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Here we go. Red cycle. Ready?
Lance now on 1st down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Lance looks to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19.
A final shot before half for Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. They're going to try and throw. Out left to Dotson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right back to Dotson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Complete to Jahan Dotson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go, set.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll look to throw again. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20.
10, 5, and this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Coup for the extra point.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Antonio Gibson
With career touchdown number 75.
And the Panthers get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question. We'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge game, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Out of the pistol, here's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Boy, you know, some plays you can just sort of tell they're not going to work from the start, and that was one of them right there.
Yeah, I mean, he had every option taken away, and so all that was left for him to do was to try and keep it himself, but even he knew that he had nowhere to go.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready. Ultra.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. Throwing now is Lance. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Down.
Lance to throw for it on fourth down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Jones. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw again. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jones. Got Edwards now on the slant. Touchdown, Panthers. Bryan Edwards, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gonzalez now to have the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They give them a gain of 37.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
That's good. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Jones throw complete to Dotson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The offense on third down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But, boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Hurry!
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Jones. Pass complete to Edwards. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively. They'll run with Gibson. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Williams will try again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Javonte Williams. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. Open man is Edwards. He's got it.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Jones now on 1st down.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Here's Jones on third down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Let's go now.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for the Falcons, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll have another road date next week.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't call.
That my Brooklyn, cause he Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Yassi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hardest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, Matty leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that them don't know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only got for the money bags.